So this video demonstrates page 33. So this is going to be the longest piece so far that you will have had, because it takes up a whole page. So you have the one piece in the whole page from beginning to end. What I would suggest doing when you work on this is work on each hand alone, each hand separately, so that you don't want to try to play it with both hands, right at the beginning. So the right hand is in the G position, okay, and the first note is the B with the third finger, and G, A, B, C, D. Okay, so that's your 5-finger position. All right, so that's the right hand. Okay, and then the left hand is also the G position. You'll notice those two first notes in the left hand is C and D. They look kind of clustered together. The lower note is the middle C with the second finger, and the right and the top note is the D with the thumb. So it's C and D. Okay, so but this is also going to be in a G position. The thing about the left hand is that you're in this position, right? And throughout the whole piece, your thumb is always going to play the D. And it's either going to be C and D, right? Which is a second, and the previous pages talks about intervals. Intervals are the distances between two notes. So from C to D is a second, from B to D is a third, from A to D is a fourth, and from G to D is a fifth, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes. Those are intervals. If you take theory, if you've taken theory, you know what intervals are. It's just simply the distance between two notes. But the thing that you want to remember about playing this piece is that no matter what you play in the left hand, your thumb will always be playing D. So you're either going to be playing C and D, B and D, right? 3 and 1, 3 in the thumb, A and D, 4 in the thumb, or G and D, 5 in the thumb. So right there. So you don't move. You're not moving. You're just right there. Okay. And so the left hand, this is kind of like an accompaniment figure, and the right hand has the melody. Okay. Let me just play the right hand alone, and then I'll play the left hand alone, and then I'll put them together. And this is how you want to practice them. You want to practice each one of the hands separately. So here I am in the 5-finger position. The first note is B with the third finger. And again, this is in 3, like a waltz. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that, okay? So I'll just play it. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's the right hand. So that has the melody. The left hand is an accompaniment, right? So you notice the left hand, like the C and D, happens on beats 2 and 3. The first measure is resting, right, because the right hand is playing the first measure. But then when the second measure comes, you're playing on beats 2 and 3. You're resting on beat number 1, and you're playing on beat 2 and 3. Okay? If you look at the second line, then in the left hand, all of those notes, measures 1, 2, and 3, are in the left hand are dotted half notes. So you're going to hold those for 3 beats. All right? And then in measure 4, it's the same thing. resting on the first beat and you're playing on beats 2 and 3 there again. Okay, so here's how the left hand goes. I'm going to count 3 for nothing, and then I'm going to start, and then the second 3 is going to be as if the right hand is playing, and then I'll come in with the left hand. So here it is. So 1, 2, 3, right hand, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now 1, 2, 3, together with the right, 3, 1, 2, 3, rest, 2, 3, right hand, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Last line, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's the left hand. Okay. You'll notice that what might make it easy for you to remember is that lines, the whole line, line 1 and line 3 are exactly the same. Okay, so those are the same. So if you learned line 1, you've got line 3. Okay, and then line 2 is different, and then of course the last line is different, and the last 2 measures of the piece, the both hands are playing together. So here's the whole thing. I'll play it together now with 2 hands so you can see it. All right, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Same as the first line. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Together. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And you notice that the next to last measure, RIT, which means retard or retardando, means you can just slow up a little bit. You can slow the time down just a little bit. Give yourself a little time to get those notes. Okay? All right, so that's page 33. And we'll continue on with the next one.